There is a war against trees on the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft. Trust me, it's as ridiculous as it sounds. Grown adults systematically eliminating Minecraft trees through automation and straight up arson. Needless to say, I'm curious. Not too long ago, YouTuber MrBeast started the teamtrees movement to get over 20 million trees planted in real life, and a whole bunch of YouTubers joined him in collaboration. Well, players from 2b2t decided to do the opposite. They declared war on trees, wanting to eliminate all of them in a 20,000 block radius around spawn. You're probably wondering, why? They're just trees in Minecraft. What's the point in destroying them? Oh, do I have a story for you about grown adults taking a block game seriously enough to start a military-styled campaign against wood. We have a lot to talk about today, so let's get started. It all began around 90 days ago. A 2b2t player named Soiled Cold was walking around spawn and stumbled across a new player escaping. Out of curiosity, he followed the new player from a distance to see what he was going to do. 2b2t's spawn region has been notoriously difficult to escape in the past, lacking the resources for basic survival. Well, Soiled watched this player walk a few hundred blocks straight to a tree that had been planted and began making tools using the wood. This made Soiled Cold quite upset. Spawn was supposed to be challenging, and here is a new player getting everything they need after walking for just a few moments. It was in this moment he decided that he wanted to return the spawn region to its former level of difficulty. He rallied some friends together to begin burning and destroying everything green in the region. But to eliminate trees over a 20,000 block radius of terrain was going to take more than just a flint and steel. So the group split the spawn region into a grid pattern, with each square representing a 2,000 by 2,000 block area. Members were assigned different squares in the grid in order to eliminate all the trees in their respective areas. Not only were the trees to be eliminated, but any dirt on the surface was to be removed as well, preventing new trees from being grown with saplings. Less experienced players burned trees the classic way, using a flint and steel, while more advanced redstone engineers utilized piston airships to launch duplicated TNT to the ground below, effectively setting up bombing routes. Like I said, that's a lot of dedication to destroying Minecraft trees. Not long after the group was founded, it grew to over 350 members, and as the group began destroying the landscape, it was only natural that opposition would rise up. Several players decided to bring MrBeast's teamtrees movement to the server and began planting trees that had been removed or destroyed. So now there was a full-blown conflict between teamnotrees and teamtrees. Despite teamtrees being severely outnumbered, they did have one advantage that was actually quite humorous. Tree planting on 2b2t is one of the rare cases where it's actually easier to create than it is to destroy. The server's history is filled with countless examples of bases that took hundreds, sometimes thousands of hours of work to build, being destroyed in a matter of minutes. Well, thanks to Minecraft's vanilla mechanics, it is easier to grow trees than it is to destroy them. A tree can be planted and grown in mere seconds, while it can take more time just to fully eliminate one. It makes sense why teamnotrees has resorted to bombing the surface of 2b2t. So just how bad is all of the damage? Are trees truly eradicated from spawn? I think it's time for us to actually log into 2b2t to find out, and I've got a special trick up my sleeve to truly find out how many trees have been destroyed. So we are on the server right now. I'm about to suicide back to 0-0, but before I do that, I want to show you the trick that I'll be using today. Since 2b2t is an anarchy server and there's no rules, anyone can hack. So we're using Future Client today. We're going to be using a special module called Search. Now how it works is that it draws a tracer line to whatever block that I want. And in this case, I've chosen logs from trees. Every type of log variant is included, so birch trees, jungle trees, etc. So we're going to go back to 0-0. We're going to try to escape spawn, and we're going to see just how many trees there actually are in the surrounding area. So it should be a very interesting experiment we're doing today. I'm just going to keep the hack enabled as I kill back to spawn, so let's see what happens. Alright, so I'm back at 0-0 roughly. I'm about 350 blocks away from the spawn point of 2b2t, and as you can see, everything is destroyed in usual fashion, of course. No logs are showing up on tracers right now. So we're going to try to head away from spawn and see how long it takes to find a tree. Alright, so far, yep, nothing. We're almost 1,000 blocks away, and I have not seen a single log or tree. I mean, usually there's at least 1 or 2 logs lying around, but it looks like they've done a good job of eliminating pretty much everything. So right now we're passing the remnants of the Great Spawn Wall, and still not a single tree in sight. No logs, no planks, no nothing. There we go, we got our first log. About almost 1,200 blocks away, and it looks like it's way underground down there. Let's use free cam to check it out. Wow, so like all the way down here at bedrock, there is 1 log. Yeah, I feel like that log would be more trouble than it's worth. Yeah, I think you should probably steer clear of that one, but wow. Man, spawn is just an ever-changing environment. There's just so many weird and wacky ruins here. I mean, look at all the underground structures here, just over 1,000 blocks away. I've been kind of careless with my movement here. I've taken a lot of fall damage, so hopefully we don't die before we find a tree. Man, even this far out, the terrain is just torn up completely, you know? So it's obvious that there's been some work done here to eliminate as much grass as possible. Look at that, it's like this town is made of stone. At least what's left of this town. Look at this, almost 2,000 blocks out, all the dirt is gone, all the trees are gone. They've really been taking this tree destruction seriously, haven't they? Like, look at this, the entire landscape is stripped completely of dirt, grass, trees. I have not seen it like this. Like, the dirt is actually gone. This looks like the surface of the moon, practically. And remember, this is not an area of spawn where it's supposed to be like this. So some obvious work has been done, because it's all stone. Oh, it looks like they stopped here as soon as they got to the water. Look at that. Jeez, this is crazy. My hunger's low enough where my speed hack is malfunctioning right now, so I guess we're walking from here. Wait, hold up. A sapling. The first one we've seen so far, over 2,000 blocks out, but it's not a fully grown tree yet, it's just a sapling. But still, it's something. Yeah, well, you know what they say, life finds a way, doesn't it? Looks like there's some leaf blocks over here, but I'm not identifying any logs. So they've obviously been taken. Another destroyed town. Like I said, there are tons of towns that show up in the spawn region from time to time, but they all get destroyed in a matter of days. So it's always futile in the end. Man, we're getting close to 3,000 blocks out and still not an actual tree in sight. I have never seen it this bad, so it's clear that Team No Trees has actually done significant damage to the spawn region by eliminating these trees. Because usually you find at least 1 by now. I mean, I'm not talking a forest here, but you would at least find 1 tree here and there. There's nothing. So they've actually managed to accomplish their goal, it seems. Oh, and as soon as I say that, look at this. I mean, they're up there. Wow, let's get all the way up here with free cam. All right. Oh, actually, look. As soon as they come into render distance, they are burning, baby. So, and this used to be a tree farm. Look at that. So they completely razed this whole thing. Oh, man. Team Trees can't catch a break, I guess. Look at that. They're all burning. All right, there's some saplings over here, though. So even though the destruction has been done up there, they're still trying to replant down here. So the trees will grow eventually. But still, I mean, we are just finding all of this at over 3,000 blocks out. So the damage has been done by Team No Trees. Oh, here we go. An actual tree. Finally. So after 3,100 blocks in a single direction, we finally have intact trees over here. Look at that. It looks like there's some signs placed as well, so obviously some players grew these trees randomly. Let's check it out. This tree was planted by Yepeto. Okay, so actually this tree has been here since October 31st, since Halloween. So this tree's been untouched. Wow, so like I said, the fact that we had to go over 3,200 blocks out just to find intact trees is crazy and shows you the extent of the damage done with the trees. But as you can see, there's plenty of people that are replanting. teamnotrees has that disadvantage where it's easier to create trees than it is to destroy them. It's one of the few rare cases in 2b2t where it's easier to create than destroy, you know? But it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this whole conflict, especially after this video comes out. But of course, I'll keep an eye on things and let you all know what's happening. But anyway, okay, the experiment's over. I'm going in my e-chest. I'm getting some cooked salmon, baby. But if you enjoyed today's video, everyone, make sure to like the video and subscribe. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram to stay updated on when new content is coming out. But that's it, everyone. Take it easy. And if you plan to play on the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft, just make sure to stay alive out there, Fit Fam. Okay?